through the last corner, throughout the airpines to start things off. And it's Slater with a great start. It's Soldier Minus right beyond him that is trying to still hang up on the leader, on the pole. And from the outside, I guess one is Costa trying to dive in on the third. And Stepan Antov is outside. It did not start. We see him out of this finale. What a pity for Stepan Antonov. A huge weekend for the Russian, and now he's out. And speaking on out, he's out on his way. As always, Elfie later is trying to do what he's doing best in this whole weekend. Just fly away around the circuit. It's still rain. It rained all the time during the break, so nothing changed much. And we see a yellow flag in the last sector, the first hairpin. We can see from our position or from the camera's angle which is the riders involved. Maybe Kuskov a little bit in late. Oh, it's Molnar. I guess Molnar is out of the race. So Molnar too is out of the race. And it's one lap down. We are with Alfie Slater trying to run away with it, of course, and with Soldier Minus, and I guess it's Seater in third position. Soldier Minus, Seater, and Popov trying to trade on Slater. That once again, as much as this morning, is trying to show off to anybody else that there is a large comfort zone here on this track. 2 laps down, and Slater is already, and by not so far, but he's already there, fastest on the track. 1 minute 3 seconds 946. Is just off of a tenth faster than Soldier Minus in this lap, but it's already 1 second point 1 of advantage for the British guy. It's 1.1 even for Seater that is there. Popov, Kui, Brzezowski, Kuskov in 7. Elia in 8, 9 with CTF, and Miguel Costa running up the top 10. Slater turning down for the RP, trying to get along with it. And we see how far from the curbs in that last corner. Everybody passed with this tire to not risk anything. Corner number 3, nothing changed. We saw an astonishing performance this morning from Rashid Al-Daheri, and once again he is there. Now he's in 10th position, started back 18th, so he's already gained 8th position from the start. It's warning flag direct to Dmitry Matveev, running up in 11th position now. So nothing changes. Still Slater the fastest on the grid, 4/10 gained in this lap from Seater with Soldier Minus far 1 second point 4. Allora, 4 giri andati agli archivi, 4 e mezzo ormai dovremmo dire, ora che i primi piloti scollinano. E c'è Slater che comanda le operazioni ancora. Giro record nella tornata precedente, un primo 0,3 secondi e 495 millesimi, 4 decimi più veloce di Stolchermanis e di Siter, Popov, Kui, Prizovski, Kutskov, Elia, Costa e Aldaeri. E di gran lunga il più veloce in pista, Freddy Slater, che sta provando a guadagnare margine, anche se nelle ultime tornate ha fatto un po' di elastico con Stolchermani, se lo fa anche questa volta. Un primo 3 secondi e 340 millesimi per Stolchermanis, 3 decimi più rapido stavolta lui di Slater, con anche Marcus Sitter e Popov che sono stati leggermente più veloci del leader della corsa in queste condizioni. Poi lo sappiamo, basta una sbavatura, un po' di acqua più presa, una traiettoria sbagliata di pochi centimetri a perdere, a lasciare giù decimi importanti. Continua a guidare Slater dopo stamattina, continua comunque a mostrare di avere una confidenza importante con questa pista anche in queste condizioni di bagnato. Aspettiamo il passaggio sul traguardo per dare un'occhiata di nuovo al monitor dei tempi e capire. Oh! There's the spin! There is the spin at the last corner! Stolcherman is out for the race. No, it's not, but it's, of course, it's out for the win. Oh, what a... That's a pity. Oh, and there's a complete... tire went out on Louis Leveux kart down on the chicane, so Leveux retired, and I guess Stolchermanis is retired too. Now the steward recovering the tire, the front right tire of Leveux on the chicane, and the spin with Stolchermanis out of the game, and that's a very, very sad news for Stolchermanis. Out of the race, or at least out of the winning compound, Stolchermanis. Of course, now is later leading, Sitter in second, Popov in third. And now Slater got a 2.7 second advantage over Marcus Sitter. With the Latvian out of the race. It's midway in this race for Freddy Slater. Now it's Sitter on the second place, with Popov not so far away. It's 7/10 between the Norwegian and the Russian. Then it's Jan Pukui, 1.1 seconds away from Popov. Then Prizovski, and the comeback of Rashid Aldaeri is still going on. Now is up in 6th. What a performance for the driver from the United Arab Emirates. Overtook just Kuskov in the previous lap, and now is just seconds away from Prizovski. Seems like Aldaeri got a gear. Oh, there's a spin on the chicane. There's a spin on the chicane. And I guess it's Yampu Kui. Yes, it is now. He's trying to get out of the way, out of the line of the chicane. He wants to rejoin the race, of course. He's trying to. Oh, that's pretty dangerous. Oh, he slips away. Oh, he's out of the race. Race over for the Chinese driver. What? And there's another shame for, of course, for this race. Jempolkui rounding up in fourth is out of the game. So Brzezowski up in fourth, Aldairi up in fifth. It's 9 laps down. Almost 5 to go. And Freddy Slater is still the leader of the race, 3.2 second advantage over Seater. Now got Popov just behind him. And maybe, just maybe, Popov could try to attack Seater. It's the same situation right behind them with Brzezowski and Aldairi. Aldairi passed by just below a tenth of a second away from the back of Brzezowski. Seems like he's ready to attack the Polish for the fourth position. Nothing that can bother Aldairi right now. Now Aldairi trying to find the space on the chicane. Let's see if he try to dive in the airpin. Yes, he's trying it, and he's done it. Aldairi up in fourth. And now we can see if Brzezowski try to answer it back. There's no space, maybe at the last corner, but Aldairi is good. And there's another spawn. Oh, it's Jimmy Elia. Jimmy Elia, it's out of the race. The Frenchman was in 7th. And now he is out. Another driver lost through this race, and it's Slater, Seater, Popov. Now it's Rashid Aldairi in fourth, with Brzezowski in fifth. And now it's 2.1 seconds between Aldairi and Popov. Seems like too much. Oh, there's yellow flag in the first sector. Yellow flag in the first sector at turn number 2 or number 3. Oh no, down the hill. 2 drivers are out of the game, and it's Kuskov and maybe it's Miguel Costa. Kuskov and Costa out of the game too. This is starting to be an eliminatory race. Kuskov, Costa out of this race. So Matfiv, DTF, Egotzi, Tai, and Bondarev, all of them gain 2 positions above. Oh, there's another driver maybe out of the race at the end of the last corner. As we can see now, is not one of the top drivers. Looking at the time monitor. It's Slater now trailing for the end of lap 13th. Sitter, I guess the Norge just gave up on. Got to 2s later, but now he has to defend in the last 2 laps from Popov and Aldairi. Both of them are very, very close to them. It's out of the game, I guess, Brzezowski for the podium, unless they start to fighting hard and let the Polish get back. Let's see if Aldairi will move first, or vice versa, will be Popov just trying to attack. Sitter, no it's not, it's Aldairi in third, up the hill and down. Rashid Aldairi, step on the podium. What a race from Rashid Aldairi. Now he's in podium zone, and now he got the target on Marcus Sitter for the 2nd place. Nobody is safe except from Freddy Slater, I'd say. Starting now the last lap of this solitary race up in front of everybody else. It's 4.3 seconds over Seater. Now got some issues, got some trouble, and the name of these troubles is Aldairi. Something else to think about it. Aldairi trying to get it on Marcus Seater. And down the hill for the last time for this later go. Breaking up for the chicane. And it's later. The last two are pits. Oh, it's Aldairi over Seater. Is that? Is that it is? Freddy Slater with a brilliant drive. No problem till the checkered flag. KARTING Winter Cup for the Okj Junior, and Rashid Aldairi with an awesome came up. The upset of the day, I'd say, just now from the 9th row on the grid is up to the 2nd place with the last lap of the very last lap. The best one is 1 minute 2 seconds, 0.871 at the very last lap. Rashid Aldairi shows up that maybe, just maybe, with a little bit more lucky during the weekend could handle Slater for the win, but Freddy Slater, the British, came along with the Winter Cup on his hands. Aldairi in the 2nd place, Marcus Seater ending up in 3rd with a bronze medal, and now it's Popov in 4th, Prizovsky ending up in 5th. But what a race from Slater, up in front since the very beginning of the race. Nobody was able to match his pace. Nobody was able to fight with him. It was just perfect. So if Freddy Slater taking the win over Rashid Aldairi. And wow, once again, Aldairi started 18th on the grid, back up to the 2nd place. Ending up in 3rd, Marcus Seater, a good came back for the Norgay too. Was just not enough to stay ahead of Aldairi.